Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Udirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 17th chapter, verse 31. Ya etad adav asrajas characharam swamaya atmashraya oh Krishna swamaya yatmashraya avyaya vitarkaya tvayeva so ayam kila guptam udhyaha katham nu mam dharma paro jighamsati yaha, one who, etat, these, adau, in the beginning of creation, asrajat, created, chara acharam, moving and non-moving living entities, swa mayaya, by his own potency, atma ashraya, sheltered under his own protection, avitarkaya, avitarkavyaya, inconceivable, taya, by that same maya, eva, certainly, saha, he, ayam, this king, killer, certainly, goptam udhyataha, prepared to give protection, katham, how, nu, then, mam, me, dharma paraha, one who is strictly following religious principles, jigam shati, desires to kill. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the beginning of creation, you created all these moving and non-moving living entities by your inconceivable energy. Through this very same energy, you are now prepared to protect the living entities. Indeed, you are the supreme protector of religious principles. Why are you so anxious to kill me, even though I am in the form of a cow? Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The planet Earth argues that there is no doubt that one who creates can also annihilate by his sweet will. The planet Earth questions why she should be killed when the Lord is prepared to give protection to everyone. After all, it is the earth that is the resting place for all other living entities, and it is the earth that produces grains for them. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjanjalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastite Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Hare Krishna Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. In the beginning of creation, you created all these moving and non-moving living entities by your inconceivable energy. Through this very same energy, you are now prepared to protect the living entities. Indeed, you are the supreme protector of religious principles. Why are you so anxious to kill me, even though I am in the form of a cow? Okay, we have to take this prayer in a proper mood. Okay, because sometimes the why questions can be taken as like an argumentative consciousness, but that's not what's happening here. She is surrendering to Krishna. Remember, yesterday's verse was about surrender, that I would like to completely surrender unto you. So in the same mood, she's continuing that Krishna, you are the creator, you are the maintainer, and you are the protector, and you are the annihilator. So where should I go for protection, right? If you are standing in front of me to kill me, where will I go for protection? And in continuation of that mood, she's saying that I also deserve to be protected by you because you created me. You were my creator. So I also, and I'm praying to you for the protection. So I also deserve to be protected by you. So this can be taken as that that is she asking for, as a karmi will ask, sometimes the common person will ask God, God give me dhanam dehi, putram dehi, rupavati bharya dehi. Srila Prabhupada talks like this. So is she asking in the same mood, like give me a son, give me money, give me a very, very beautiful wife? Is she asking in the same mood? Is mother asking protection from King Prithu in the same mood or
No,
no?
Mataji.
No, Mataji. No, Mataji.
So what is her mood? What is her mood?
She's asking her to protect herself.
So what is the mood? Very nice. She's asking, but then the other devotee is also asking, give me this, give me so I can live very nicely. There is a prayer which is very common in India, but I don't want to hurt anyone's sentiment. This very prayer, Om Jai Jagdish Hare. There is a line there, right? You know this prayer? जिनों के संकट पल में दूर करे. God, you are able to, vanquish all the problems of the devotee in years, in a blink of an eye or a blink of an eye. So, what is her consciousness? Somebody has a very loud noise behind them. So, what is the consciousness?
She surrendered completely.
Welfare of all the people.
And
What?
Process of surrender and survival.
Surrender and survival. Well, so they are like two contradictory statements. If you give me a chance to say, because if one is surrendered, then Krishna will protect.
No. Mataji, the earth.
Reading for mercy, Mataji.
Mataji,
every
living
body
has a duty.
All the living entities.
All the living entities has a duty, and it's
And his, yes. And
she
his
was
dictates.
wanted to serve her duty to Krishna.
She is as dictated by Krishna. Yes, as dictated by Krishna, she is supporting the earth as well as the inhabitants. And it is a duty, she says, to give them the food, which she is anyway going to do it. And therefore, she should be protected. It's a surrender, final surrender.
Very nice. Dinesh iPhone. You had very loud noise on your back.
Yes, Mataji, she is asking for compassion and mercy.
Oh, this is Dr. Saxena.
Yes.
Yeah, but what is the mood? What is the mood? Because a karmi can also be asking,
The mood is total surrender here. Prapatti. Prapatti.
Devotee is surrendered.
Yeah.
Very nice. So we have to remember the mood. Thank you very much. So if we don't know the mood, then this will we will not be able to catch the rasa. The rasa of Srimad Bhagavatam is in that it's always devotional. So Vyasdev doesn't have any interest in any mundane topics. We have to remember who wrote this. So Vyasdev only has interest in the topics which is related to Krishna. And this is called Sthitadhir Muni, or he's one-minded, right? What is that verse in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita? When he says, when Arjun says that I know I should fight, but I'm now bewildered in my duty. What should I do? Should I fight or should I not fight? So the answer is Vyavasatmika buddhi eke he kuru nandana. So Vyavasatmika buddhi, Vyavasatmika buddhi means that only one goal. There is no second goal. There is nothing else. The only goal is that how can I serve Krishna? It's like one-minded attention. Bahushakahi anantascha. But one who is Bahushakha means a lot of branches. Bahu means a lot. Shakha means branches of a tree. So one whose intelligence is multi-branched cannot make a resolute determination or cannot be resolute in the path of bhakti. That I want to chant Hare Krishna also, but I also want to, do this demigod worship for some cash coming from the background. But I'll continue Hare Krishna also. I'll put the tilak also. I'll chant those verses also. it can't go on. So Mother Earth is a devotee, and she is completely aware of King Prithu's transcendental position, and she is offering these prayers rightfully. Rightfully, she's offering these prayers. Same prayers are offered by Indra and Brahma also. Right? When Indra and Brahma, when they're offering prayers, when we read in Krishna book, then they're also saying that that I'm sorry, I was bewildered. I was bewildered by the false ego, and you brought me back. So she's also saying that if your killing to me will interrupt my service to you. I would like to continue to do the service that you have given me. That's surrender. Not like surrender and saving oneself. No, that's not surrender. Then how are we surrendering if we are trying to save ourselves? Does anyone know that verse from Queen Kunti's prayers? Namo akinchana vittaya. Does anyone know? Namo akinchana vittaya. Yes.
Namo akinchana vittaya. Vivritta guna vrittaye atma ramaya shantaya kaivalya pataye namaha.
Very nice. Thank you. Memorize these prayers, everyone. Otherwise, what are you going to sing? If we memorize Hollywood songs, Bollywood songs, or Disney songs, but Namo akinchana vittaya, don't do it, Ani. Namo akinchana vittaya, nivritta guna vittaye. So akinchana means one who has no other kinchana, or no other support, or no other shelter. So you are conquered only by akinchana vittaya. Only one who is materially impoverished is the translation Prabhupada writes in that verse. Who is materially impoverished. We are not there, and don't copy because the copying is not going to lead us anywhere. Take shelter of Mother Earth in that mood. Okay. I want to read one prayer which I said I'll bring up today, which is also in conjunction. We can understand it in a proper spirit with this verse. But before I do that, does anyone has any questions, reflections, or realizations on this verse? Yes? Anyone has any questions, reflections, realizations? Wow, there's firework going on. In the morning only there's firework going on. All right. Nobody then. That's nice. So this is a very nice prayer. Actually, this is a cut. I have copy pasted Prabhupada's lecture, and I'll show you which lecture it is. And Prabhupada talks about this verse in many places. Kevalyam Narakaite. So we'll talk about this. So Prabhupada is saying, Prabodhananda Saraswati says that Kevalya, the impersonalist theory of becoming one, monist with the absolute, that is called Kevalya. So he says, Kevalyam Narkayate. For a devotee who has got little favor of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for him, this Kevalya Sukh, happiness of becoming one with the Supreme, is as good as hell. Kevalyam Narkayate. Okay, it's a Kevalyam Narkayate is a sarcastic remark upon the Gyanis. They want to become one with the Supreme. So this is a sarcastic remark of Prabodhananda Saraswati on the Gyanis. And then he says, and Tridasha Pura Akash Pushpaite. So Tridasha Pura means there are 33 millions of demigods. Where 33 millions of demigods live, heavenly planets. It is something like Phantasmagoria, Akasha Pushpa, which has, just like in Bengal, they say jokingly, Ghorar Dim. Ghorar Dim means a Ghora, a horse, never gives egg. It is fantastic. It should be fantasy. It is not possible. Similarly, these heavenly planets for a Vaishnava is Ghorar Dim. They don't care for it. It is no fact. So it doesn't matter. This is Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpaite. So this Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpaite, Karmis, they want to go to heavenly planet. So this is a sarcastic remark upon the Karmis. You know, in the obituary, even everywhere, at least in the Western world also, they write, this such and such person has left for their heavenly abode. Have you read anything like this? I have read it in newspapers. Such and such person has left for the heavenly abode.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
Mataji.
with due
Mataji.
respect, and I hope that the soul which has left the body has a very auspicious journey onward. But with due respect, how do they know they have left for heavenly abode? So even if they have left for heavenly abode for a Vaishnava, this Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpayate, it is like a phantasmagoria. Prabhupada Saraswati is saying. So Prabhupada goes on. Kevalyam narkayate, Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpayate, Durdand Indra Kala Sarpa Patali Prokta Damshraite. Durdand Indriya, Durdanta Indriya, our senses are very powerful. Durdanta. We cannot control, just like a snake. If you get some snakes here, it is very difficult to control. If you go to control, immediately it will bite and your life is finished. But mantra ashadi, those who know mantra and ashadi, they can control. But common man, they cannot control. But this Prabodhananda Saraswati says that there is no control. There is no question of control. The snake is horrible, very fearful. So long it has got the poison teeth, Vishadanta. So sometimes the physicians, according to Ayurvedic system, they take out the poison from the teeth. They do not kill, but catch and take out the poison. So if the poison teeth is taken away, the snake is no more fearful. So Prabodhananda Saraswati says that Durdant Indra Kala Sarpa Patali Proktha Damshtraite. Damshtraite, just like the dentist take away the teeth. Similarly, if one snake's poison teeth is taken away, so no, it is no more fearful. In Bengali, it is said Vishanaka Kula Pana Chakra. For one who knows that this snake's poison teeth is taken away, he is not afraid. But this snake is fearful to boys, to children, not to the elderly men. Okay, so Kevalyam Narkayate means becoming one with the Brahman effulgence is Narkayate, is like a hell. Then this is a remark on the Gyanis. Then Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpayate means where 33 million demigods are living. That particular place is Akasha Pushpayate, a phantasmagoria for a Vaishnava. Then Durdant Indya Kala Sarpa Patali Prokta Damshraite. That if the senses are very difficult, in Bhakti Shastri class we were reading yesterday, 6th chapter Bhagavad Gita, that Arjun says that my mind it is very difficult to control the mind. I can control the wind, but I cannot control the mind. For the mind is restless, obstinate, turbulent, and very strong. Yes, there are 4 qualities of mind written by Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, all of you have read this 6th chapter. Restless, obstinate, turbulent, and very strong. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
It's like wind, yes.
Chanchalanki Manaha Krishna Pramati Palavatiridam.
Very nice. So it's very difficult, very, very difficult to control. So like that, mind is the storehouse for all the thinking, feeling, willing, and the action is happening through senses. So if the mind is not controlled, there is no question of senses being controlled. There is no question that the senses are going to be controlled. They're very powerful, but for a devotee, the poisonous teeth are taken away. So it is easy. They are not poisonous as after all. So anyone who has become a devotee, for them, these senses which are compared with the snakes are not fearful. Just like Haridas Thakur. He was a young man. He got all the senses. He has got all the senses. And the young girl, beautiful girl, came before him. But he was not fearful because the poison teeth is taken away of his senses. The senses being engaged in Krishna's service, it is no more controller of the sense proprietor. This is the system. Therefore, Prabodhananda Saraswati says that Durda Anta, the senses are like the snakes. It is very difficult to control, but it can be controlled because the poison teeth is taken away. This is the position of a devotee. Kevalyam Narkayate, Tridasha Pura Akasha Pushpayate, Dirdant Indra Kala Salpa Patali Prokta Damshtraite. Okay, now last. Vidhi Mahendriyascha Kitayate. I was going to come to this point. This is Prabhupada saying. Vidhi Mahendriyascha Kitayate. Vidhi means Brahma and Mahendra means the king of heaven, Indradev. Such big men. What to speak of this Churchill or Subhash Bose or these big, they are Kitayate. Kitayate means a devotee thinks this Brahma and Indra are exactly these like these insect. That is a conception. So that is actually the fact. Just imagine Krishna consciousness is so fearful, so powerful, sorry. Everyone in this relative, it is a relative word. Relatively, it looks very gorgeous, but actually, just like proportionate, you put 5 upon 10 and 5 million upon 10 million, the ratio is the same. Similarly, these big men, these big politicians, they're struggling just like the insect. The whole life they struggle. In the morning at a certain time, there are heaps of dead body. That's all. We have seen this in Calcutta. When there was Hindu-Muslim riot, they fought in Bagh Bazaar and there were heaps of dead bodies. And when it is dead body, nobody could understand who is Hindu and who is Muslim. Simply, it was to be cleared from the road. So our position is like that. So this is the verse. Kevalyam narkaite tidashapura akasha pushpaite durdand indya kal sarpa patali prokta tam shraite vidhi mahindriyascha kitaite. So Krishna consciousness is so powerful that all these things are completely taken care of. Who has received a little mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Maybe any questions, reflections, or realizations? Or we can quickly 2 minutes read Damodar. Yes? Did you get anything? Maybe it was too much. No questions, reflections, realizations?
Hare Krishna Mataji, from which lecture is this?
Oh, this one, Srimad Bhagavatam 1831 in Mayapur, I think. This is in October 11, 1974, Mayapur.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Listen to the lecture, it's so nice. Prabhupada's voice is so nice. Okay, Damodar Leela? Yes? No? Or tired?
Yes, Mataji,
Yes,
yes.
Let's
Mataji.
continue.
You can.
Okay, let's continue Damodar Leela. And then we will conclude. 10th canto, 9th chapter, verse number 19. Evam sandarshita hi anga harina bhrityavashyata svavashenapi krishnena yashedam sheshwaram vashed. O Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with its great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotees. This was now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Perfect. This pastime of Krishna's is very difficult to understand, but devotees can understand it. It is therefore said, Darshayam tad vidham loka atmano bhakta vasyatam. Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto 11th chapter verse 9. The Lord displays the transcendental attribute of coming under the control of his devotees, as stated in Brahma Samhita 5.35. Eko api asau rachayetam jagatanda kotim yachakshire asti jagatanda chayayadanta andantara astha paramanu chayantarastham govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. By his one plenary portion as Paramatma, the Lord controls innumerable universe with all their demigods, yet he agrees to be controlled by a devotee. In the Upanishads, it is said that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can run with more speed than the mind. But here we see that although Krishna wanted to avoid being arrested by his mother, he was finally defeated and Mother Yashoda captured him. Lakshmi Sahasra Satasambhrama Sevya Manam. Krishna is served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. Nonetheless, he steals butter like one who is poverty-stricken. Yamaraj, the controller of all living entities, fears the order of Krishna, yet Krishna is afraid of his mother's stick. This contradiction cannot be understood by one who is not a devotee, but a devotee can understand how powerful is unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. It is so powerful that Krishna can be controlled by an unalloyed devotee. This bhritya vashtaya does not mean that he is under the control of the servant. Rather, he is under the control of the servant's pure love. Bhagavad Gita 12.1, it is said that Krishna became the chariot driver of Arjun. I'm sorry, 1.21. Arjun ordered him, Senayor Bhayor Madhye Ratham Sthapi Me Achyuta. My dear Krishna, you have agreed to be my charioteer and to execute my orders. Place my chariot between the two armies of soldiers. Krishna immediately executed this order, and therefore one may argue that Krishna is not independent. But this is one's agyan, ignorance. Krishna is always fully independent. When he becomes subordinate to his devotees, this is a display of Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, the humor of transcendental qualities that increase his transcendental pleasure. Everyone worships Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead, and therefore he sometimes desires to be controlled by someone else. Such a controller can be no one but a pure devotee. This is so nice that Maharaj Sukdev Goswami, when he is Sukdev Goswami, when he is reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, Sukdev Goswami, reciting, and he's reciting about Mother Yashoda and Krishna, so many verses, and then suddenly when he's reciting, he goes in ecstasy, and then he says this prayer that actually Krishna cannot be controlled, but he's controlled. Like Sukdev Goswami reciting, right? Actually, he's not supposed to be controlled because Krishna is even superior to everybody. There's no other. Na anya. There's no other who's like Krishna. Like there are so many people that we share our personality, our education, our likes, dislikes, our place of habitation. Yes, there's so many people in this world that we share this with, or our interests. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. But Krishna, there is no second. There's no second for Krishna. So Krishna doesn't have anyone who shares all this, but Krishna has a tendency to enjoy, so Krishna creates. And when Krishna wants to enjoy, he's so big that his enjoyment is going to be so big. It's not going to be a small deal. There are going to be so many people involved. For example, there's this mundane example, but just to give an idea of how big enjoyment, paraphernalia will be. If a rich man is going to go on a vacation, or let's say this president of America sometimes goes on vacation. So does he go alone or with his family? Like a common person will just, go alone with their family to some place, or does
No, Mataji. Lot of people
Mataji,
behind
all
him
this
for
paraphernalia.
protection.
lot of people,
All security and all.
right? Obama, when he was the president, just to give example, not to elaborate or not to discuss any further, but when he went on vacation or to Martha's Vineyard, it's a place in Massachusetts, they actually closed the whole vineyard. The whole island was closed because Obama and his family was there, and he went on the plane, which was given by, the plane of his office plane. And then there were millions of dollars spent for about few days of vacation. Millions of dollars were spent for security, for closing down. The businesses were very selectively open. And everything was just dovetailed to serve these 4 people in his family. But if we go on vacation, do we go like this? Like everything is closed down because we have come, so we have to be the center of attention? Yes?
No.
We don't do that.
not
We
at
don't have the so Krishna, so when he wants to enjoy, he is going to bring everybody with him. He has brought everything. He has brought all the Mother Yashoda is also his energy, and then Mother Yashoda's appearance, her jewelry, her ornaments, her attire, then the mortar, then the yogurt, then the monkeys, and then the storeroom, and then another grinding mortar, and then so many, the ropes, then other gopis in the neighborhood who are watching. Everybody is brought in by Krishna, and then Krishna's energy is contradicting each other, to be bound to bind Krishna, not to bind Krishna, bind Krishna, not to bind Krishna. Then Kripa Shakti becomes very powerful, or outpouring everyone, and then Krishna gets bind. So if he is so so great, So Sukhdev Goswami is emphasizing in his ecstasy that Krishna cannot be bound, but this is his mysterious pastime, that Krishna, who cannot be caught, is actually being caught. Right? He's caught, and he's not only caught. He's not caught by a person, but he's caught by what is he caught by? What has actually caught the Lord? What has actually binded the Lord? Yes.
Bhakti, the love.
The devotee.
The love,
Lolyam,
mother's love.
Bhakti, love and affection.
Love,
Mother's
it's the love of the
love.
devotee.
Mother's love.
Pure love.
Pure
Pure
love.
love.
Bhakti.
Yeah, pure
Under
love.
the control of
Unalloyed
servants,
love.
pure love. Pure love. Not contaminated. Pure
Yes,
love.
unalloyed. Yeah.
Pure love.
Yeah.
Yes, mother.
So pure. There is no, yes, unalloyed. So there is no alloy means, I think Vasudevan Prabhu can explain us. What is the meaning of the word alloy? Yes.
Alloy is a combination of
Well,
metals. Yes.
Let
Yeah, combination. Yeah. See, for instance,
Yes,
gold
Mataji.
with copper.
Yes,
Gold with
Mataji.
copper.
Yes,
Pure gold, you cannot make jewelry. So you alloy copper with that. So it is an alloy of gold and copper to make jewelry.
yes.
In
Right.
other
Unalloyed
words,
is
it means there is no
uncontaminated,
mixing.
without
Yes.
contamination.
The base metal is mixed by some additional metal which gives extra
Yeah.
property to
Yes.
make into
Right.
something worthwhile.
Yes, so alloy means there is a mixture, right?
Mixture.
It's not
Yeah, it's
pure.
a mixture.
It's a mixture.
Yeah.
It's alloy. Now, unalloyed means that there is no mixture. It is completely pure. Prabhupada gives example of pure. What is the most pure love in this material world? The most pure love that
Mother's love.
Mother's
The
love.
children.
Love.
mother's love for her child. So mother's love for her child is supposed to be the most pure love, but it is not unalloyed love. It's most pure, the most you can get in this material world, but it is not unalloyed. And Prabhupada explains how, because sometimes the mother feels that my child will grow up and he or she will give me, money, give me protection, or give me something. So there is a desire, right? So it is not 100% pure. But Mother Yashoda did not have any such desire. All she wanted was to make her son fatty. And also now she wants that her son should stop doing his mischief. He's becoming out of control. I have to do a lot of things and I'm already tired and it's Deepavali. But she has caught somebody who's actually not caught by anybody. The Gyanis are running, Karmis are running, Yogis are running, but only by a very pure devotee. She's so nice. And she is not a very scholarly person. She is just a mother. She's just a cowherd girl. She's just living in a simple village. Radhanath Maharaj gives example of a devotee. We don't have to be very famous to be accepted by Krishna. In material world, if somebody wants to have a position, then they have to earn a lot of fame and name, right? Right? If wants to have some position in their career, then there's a desire for fame. I want to be known, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, mother.
Yes, mother.
Yes.
Become famous.
But in Krishna's eyes, we don't have to be so. We don't have to be coming out like that. If somebody becomes like that, then that's Krishna's, and is still able to maintain a sane head, and not bathing in the donkey's urine, as we studied in Manasiksha, then that's a special circumstance. But Radhanath Maharaj gives example of this lady he saw in Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. He said this lady, her service was every day just go with one bucket from Radha Damodar temple to Jamna and fill her bucket with Jamna water and then bring it back to the temple for deity's bath. And it's far. If you have been to Vrindavan, from Radha Damodar to Jamuna, it's far. It's a lot of walk. But she would do it every day, just to go there, fill her bucket of water and bring it back. My Guru Maharaj was saying the other day that if we actually stick to one particular service to Krishna, then the service itself, because everything is alive, right? Itself will start revealing that how can I improvise in that particular arena to serve Krishna more and more perfectly. There's so many examples of this. Can you give me some examples of when a devotee was sticking to one particular service of their choice and then the service itself was revealing, do it like this, you can do like this much better. Some examples from the Shastras, can you give me some examples? We have one example here, becoming a mother of Krishna.
Sudama's case, Mataji.
Lord Sudama case?
Sudama.
How?
Sudama brought a couple of rice for Krishna, and immediately he was rewarded. Krishna accepted it. Immediately he was rewarded with a palatial house there back home.
Shabri Mataji. Shabri.
So
she daily waited for Ramchandra Prabhu. Daily waited for Ramchandra Prabhu with some fruits, and then ultimately, the day he arrived, she had those bear they call, and
so nice.
Wife of Vidura Mataji.
Wife of Vidura, how her service every day she did it, and how did
certainly
so we have.
She feeded the Lord Krishna with peels, Mataji. She threw away the banana and she gave him peels, Mataji.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have examples like Arjun. Arjun was a Kshatriya, and all his life he was learning how to fight with a lot of precision. But then when he had to fight for Krishna, then it itself got revealed that I have to fight how? While thinking, what is that verse? Sarva kale mam anusmara yuddhacha. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yuddhacha. So at all the times, remember me and fight. So you see, the service itself revealed you are exceeding you are becoming an expert or in your fighting spirits. But then when Krishna, service itself revealed that how can you serve Krishna? Krishna himself said, remember me and fight. So not just fight, remember me and fight all the time. Okay, or we have example of Mother Yashoda here, right? Her service as a mother itself is revealing that how can she be a good mother, or how can she be a mother, just a mother with full of Vatsaleras. Any other examples? Any other examples where this person is doing this service and then the service itself reveals how you become perfect?
Dopradi, nahi.
Draupadi, how? Draupadi?
Lakshmana's service in the forest to Rama and Sita.
Very nice. Yes. Yeah, you want to tell the pastime? Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, so Lakshman never slept, right? He never slept. He was always keeping. Hanuman, very nice.
Hanuman, yes.
So very nice. So in his heart there was Lord Rama, so he would do anything. Yes, so nice. Anyone else?
Ambarish Maharaj.
Gopis of Vrindavan. Gopis of Vrindavan.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Okay, Ambarish Maharaj, how?
Gopis of Vrindavan.
How, Mataji? How? Explain. So, what's making you say Ambarish Maharaj?
She offering
Maybe Ambarish.
Krishna Maharaj, he followed all the Navabhaktas. Navabhakti, no?
Navabhakti Bhakti he fought.
Navabhakti, and without any consideration.
Well, when Durvasa Muni's demon, when he was angry, then Ambarish Maharaj's service actually revealed that now you think of Krishna. Right? What was he doing? So the service itself tells that, okay, now you think of Krishna. Now is the time for
Mataji, one devotee at Jagannath Puri, she offered a khichdi to Jagannath daily. And when she was very old, Krishna himself came to eat the khichdi.
Karma
Bai.
So nice. So you can, very nice. So you can think of those examples and connect the dots that how if I just become perfect in one thing. Prabhupada's disciple, I don't know if you know about this Mataji, Yamuna Mataji. Do you know Yamuna Mataji? Prabhupada's disciple, Yamuna Mataji, Yamuna Devi Dasi.
Yamuna Nadi.
No, ma'am.
River.
Yes,
Yamuna
Mataji.
Devi
Mataji.
Dasi.
Yes,
Heard
Mataji, she was
from
cooking
teach her
food for
how to cook.
Prabhupada Mataji.
In
Yes.
the book.
So yes, very nice. So her life was legendary. I was watching her video the other day, that how she was so precise and so clear in her service of cooking, just cooking and arranging the kitchen, and arrange before entering the kitchen, managing one's consciousness. It's not just like, okay, now go start cooking. She would start with consciousness, like what is your consciousness when you're entering the kitchen, and what is your body like? Are you clean? Are your clothes clean? And then how she would will talk to the spices and then pray to them to feed. I mean, it's so beautiful. You have to watch. And then she would tell that what is to be used in what way in Krishna's service. You can YouTube her lecture, Yamuna Devidasi. Okay, so say with the meditation that the one who cannot be bound is actually bound. Questions, reflections, realizations?
There are two more
somebody-
there are two instances where of
Somebody's asking for the-
how Krishna becomes a servant to his true devotee. That comes to my mind. One is the Gopas themselves, the Krishna's teammates, playmates in the Gokula. Whenever Krishna goes out into the forest, he played with them. And he was also carrying some of them on his shoulder. Can you imagine? Bal Kishore, as he is Brahma, he is everything, the transcendental glory. But he comes down to such an extent that he plays with his Gopas as if they're just ordinary people, and he himself also.
Nice.
And another instance is the nomadic girl who comes to Krishna's, at the place where Krishna was residing. She was selling fruits. She brings basket of fruits, and she wanted to offer it to whosoever gives her grains. Krishna looks at that girl. She goes inside, brings fistful of rice or grains, whatever it is, goes to her. By the time he reaches, the grains all fall down, and 1 or 2 or 3 grains left. But still, the girl has seen the palm of Krishna, and there she saw the conch and chakra. She could recognize immediately. And she gives out the basket full of fruits to Krishna in exchange for the 1 grain. And Krishna was so delighted that by the time the girl looks into the basket, the fruits were not there, but they were full of gems, gold and whatever. Yes. And she becomes so rich. That is Krishna. And we can even, we can go on saying about this, Sudama, for instance. He goes with a fistful of broken rice. Yes, churda.
Chipped rice, yeah.
Yeah, opposite to Krishna, because this Bala, he was a classmate in the Gurukula, and he never expected anything in return. And what does Krishna do? He gives everything to him, which he never asked. Even unasked, he gives. That is Krishna.
Right.
Thank you.
So nice. Thank you. We can also look in our life that where have we surrendered to Krishna in the most conflicting times of our lives. Where have you done it? Okay, each one of us can introspect and see that have I had a choice? Or if you haven't done it, then do it now. There's no discouragement in Krishna consciousness, then do it now. That, okay, if you ever have to choose between whether I should surrender to Krishna or I should not, then always choose yes, surrender to Krishna, because Krishna will set everything right. Krishna will fill the other gap. Okay. Thank you, Vasudevan Prabhu. So nice. Ayushi Mataji, you have a question?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, is that Yamuna Devidasi one is cooking lecture? Is that cooking lecture?
Yes, yes, she's talking to devotees in Chopati temple, ISKCON Chopati. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, what are you asking about Bhakti Shastri in the chat? Can you please clarify?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I asked you one day for Bhakti Shastri course. Then you told you have to ask Ashwarya Mataji regarding that. It's been long. I don't know whether I'm eligible or not yet. That
So
you
the
all know.
eligibility for Bhakti Shastri is if somebody has done Anderson Gita 18 days classes, has done that's level 1, then also has done level 2 and level 3, because Bhakti Shastri is level 4 class. So if somebody has reached level 3, then they will automatically get an invite to fulfill the eligibility criteria. Are you doing level 3 or have you done level 3?
No, Mataji, I've not heard about level 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. But Namanista Prabhuji told who are chanting 16 rounds. In his class, he mentioned someday that those people can join Bhakti Shastri course.
Mataji, I send you an email. I saw you have sent me some emails. You can check that and let me know. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dinesh, Dr. Saxena, why did you write your name?
Hare Krishna Mataji. In fact, I'm logged in with a different device at the moment. So there are two issues. First thing that some of our level 3 who were doing level 3 have already joined Bhakti Shastri course. They received certain kind of form and they filled it. They got into. And second issue, we were just talking about the cowherd boys and gopis of Vrindavan. Because they were not just ordinary people. They were extraordinary, pure devotees who had the blessing of being contemporary to Krishna in their lifetimes. So they had done so much pious deeds in their past lives, probably that they could get this blessing of being with Krishna. This is what.
Okay.
This is what I feel. They are not, when we call them ordinary cowards.
Did someone say ordinary cowherd? Did I say ordinary cowherd?
Yeah, it was discussed today.
You show that as ordinary cowherd. So that is if you hear Damodar lecture, that says that she's a cowherd girl, not ordinary, cowherd girl. She's
not ordinary. They are extraordinary, pure devotees.
But the question here is, when Krishna descended to earth, he brings along with them many of these devatas.
Yes.
And you see, but once they come to the earth, they forget that. So they become ordinary people in that sense. They're not aware that they are the devatas.
Certainly, consciousness is not there.
That is it. That is it.
Realization.
Yeah.
But they were very pure, highly elevated souls.
Correct.
Yes.
They're Nitya Siddhas. You're right. They're always Nitya Siddha. They're never bound. They're always liberated.
Yeah.
They're always with Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. See, after hearing all these examples in this class today, as we discussed, Ananya Bhakti, if you show Ananya Bhakti to Lord Krishna, surrender to him, everything he will take care of it. This reminds me the sloka that Bhagavad Gita 9.22. Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yo Jana Paryupasate Tesham Vitaram Yoga Shemam Mahamyaham. Mataji. This is true, I will take care of you. You surrender to me. You pray to me.
Ananya Chintanto Mam Ye Janaha Paryupasate Tesham Nitya Bhyuktanam Yogakshemam
Mahamyaham. Ye Janaha Paryupasate. Yes, Prabhuji. Rightly said. My realization is that Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So nice. Thank you very much. So nice. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Madhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. In the last shloka, this earth, behavior of earth, Mataji, we can categorize in under earth categories of Bhakta Mataji, because she is in trouble and she surrendered.
Oh, you mean Artharthi, Jigyasu?
Yes, the 4 categories are there. So we can put her in that category, or it's a different kind of.
Okay, so in that I'll have to think. That's a good question, by the way. It's a mind-boggling question. So should we put her on that category? Here,
because when
Krishna is running behind her.
Because earlier she was giving all kind of she's giving all kind of like she is very clean, like she does like she need not to be punished and everything. Then later she realized, then she found she's in trouble and she surrendered later, like lastly she surrendered.
Okay, I think I got the answer a little bit. So I'll give you other examples like that. I don't know if you know this pastime of Lord Balram with Yamuna. Do you know this pastime of Lord Balram with Yamuna? When he wanted to cross and he told Yamuna to give way. He wanted to cross Yamuna and he told Yamuna to give way. And
He uses his plow and then...
she didn't listen. She didn't come to his order. Then what did he do, as Vasudevan Prabhu is saying?
He changes the course. He used his plow and
What did he do? He's Avaduta, right? His activities are magnanimous. So he picked up his plow and he got ready to bifurcate Yamuna, to just kill her.
Change the course.
Kill her. He wanted to kill her. Okay, so but then Yamuna got scared and oh my God, now I'm going to die. I have to run to you, Lord Balram. Are these other example of we have one second, I'm going to mute everyone, then you can unmute yourself, Mataji. And we have example of Indra, when Indra in the pastime of Vatsasura, do you know Vritasura? Do you know this pastime? Vritasura in 6th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, Mataji. I'm just trying to draw the parallels. So Vritasura, do you know this or no? Then I won't go in detail.
Yes, Mataji, little bit I know about Vritasura. Like he was Asur, but he was very good bhakta of Sri Krishna. Like he surrendered completely. Like his glories are, example. Like people give his glories example, like how he surrendered to Krishna and
He was King Chitraketu in the previous life, right? So when Indra insulted his spiritual master, when his spiritual master entered, Indra was sitting with his wife and was watching the Apsaras dance and nice music playing, and he was drinking I don't know what drink is called now, I forgot this, a very nice wine that they get up there. And his spiritual master entered the arena, so he didn't pay obeisances to his spiritual master. Okay, he didn't say anything, and then the spiritual master went from there. So it was a disrespect. It was a disrespect by Indra to his spiritual master. So when the demons attacked Indra's the demigods, then the spiritual master did not give any advice. He basically pulled off because of the disrespect. So then he approached Brahma, and then they approached Brahaspati, who was the spiritual master of the demons, who was actually a spiritual master for demons. But then in the interim period, because demigods were without any spiritual master, he acted as their spiritual master. But then he said, we will do the Narayan Kavacha. You know, there's this famous chapter of Narayan Kavacha. We will do Narayan Kavacha Havan, Yagya, so that you can get the protection, special armor, Narayan armor over your body, and then you will not be killed by the demons. When Brahaspati was doing that, he was cheating Indra because he was giving offering to both Indra and demons. So he actually got to know about it, and then he killed Brahaspati. So he did one offense and he did one more offense. Okay? And then Vritasura was Chitraketu in the past life. So he was giving Indra lessons about Krishna consciousness, basically in the middle of the fight. So, but when Vritasura was killed by Indra because of Krishna's mercy, then Vritasura actually also pleaded to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like Yamuna pleaded, like Mother Earth is pleading, Vritasura was pleading. And there are more examples. Let me think. Even Brahma, when he did Brahma Vimoha Leela, or when he came to visit Krishna in Dwarka, and then the doorkeeper, you know that pastime, right? The doorkeeper told that doorkeeper stopped Brahma from getting into the palace of Krishna. you have an appointment or not? And then he went to check with Krishna. And then when he found out that, oh, there are so many Brahmas, I was puffed up. Then he also pleaded guilty that I'm sorry, I was puffed up. So when the pure devotees are doing it, I don't think, I'll double check, but I don't think we can put them in a category. I don't think that she is pleading him because she is scared to die. She's not saying that anywhere. Has she said that anywhere, that please save me because I'm scared to die?
No,
Has
no,
she said
no.
it anywhere?
No.
No.
No,
She
no,
hasn't said
Mataji.
it.
It's only under surrenderance, Mataji.
So surrender means that I would like to dedicate myself to you. Like dedication. That's a surrender is like a process. So I will double check, Mataji. Your question is good though. But I don't think that we can put them in any of the 4 categories.
Actually, Mataji, here her behavior is very close to our as human beings behavior, Mataji. Like most of the time, like when we are in trouble, we don't find any way. When last we, find okay, only Bhagavanji is there, and we have to like he is the only saver. So like it's very close behavior. So I just got confused. Like,
Is she doing that? That she is already aware that there is no one else who can give her protection. She's not going like what is her name, Durvasa Muni, who was attacking Amrish Maharaj. She was not running to Lord Shiva or Brahma or even Vishnu. Durvasa Muni was running, from one planet to another. Yes.
Yes.
But she's not doing it.
Okay, Mataji. Yes. Hare
Yes,
Krishna, Mataji. Yes.
Dr. Saxena.
Yes, Mati, those 4 categories are the categories of neophyte devotees. So Mother Earth was never a neophyte devotee. She knew Krishna is the source of everything. He is the protector, he is the annihilator, and he is also the maintainer. So Earth doesn't fall into the category of distressed or Earth at that stage while praying to Krishna.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you. Very long class. Happy Govardhan Puja. Hopefully, everyone will get to worship Lord Giridhari. What is Giridhari? Dhari. What does Giridhari means? What does Dhari mean?
Dharan
One who
karne ke liye
holds.
to hold
Dharan.
Dhari,
Hold,
one
Mataji.
who holds.
What does Giridhari mean? Giridhari mean.
Giri is mountain.
Mountain को hold
Lifted the
करके रखना.
mountain.
Holding Govardhan.
The one
To
who
hold
held
the
the
mountain.
mountain.
Holding Govardhan.
Very nice. The one who held the mountain. So Giridhari. You see Krishna's, you see, if you have ever read in news or seen in your life, if an area gets flooded, then generally the people are advised to go on the height, like on top of the mountain, right? Have you seen that? The area gets flooded, then run on the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Or run on a high. But here, the Giridhari is holding the mountain.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
It's bringing
Protecting.
everyone under the mountain and
Unimaginable,
holding
yes.
it up. So this is Krishna.
Yeah.
It's
I shall be
very-
going for Parikrama next week, Mataji, Govardhan
Oh,
Parikrama.
you're going, you're so fortunate.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, what we can do on this special day if we are at our home only?
Are you going to can you go to the temple? That will be great if you can. If you can't, then at least there are some prayers. If you email me, I can send you the prayers for Govardhan. You can do that. You can read about Govardhan chapter in Krishna book. Let me show you. There is this Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, after we hang up, I'm going to do it with my children. You see this book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there's some noises in the back. So, worshipping Govardhan Hill, 24 and 25 chapter. Okay, you can read these 2 chapters.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
And also,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhupada has
Mataji.
given a very nice lecture on Govardhan Lila. If you go to this prabhupadvani.org, then you can go to transcripts and then go to festivals, appearance and disappearance days. Sorry. And then Srila Prabhupada's lecture. You search for Prabhupada's lecture. I always search for Prabhupada's lectures on puja. Let me see. Or it's not here. Maybe I have it in the book. If you see the lecture, let me know, because I have a book also. Ram Navami Vyas Puja Baradev Pradhashmi Vyas Puja Krishna Puja. It's there. Oh, probably it's not there. Govardhan Puja lecture, Prabhu. Govardhan Puja lecture. Okay. So this lecture you can read. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripasindhubhya Evacha.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo.
Koti Vaishnava Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you very much.
So much, Mataji.
And Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Very much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Devotees at the temple, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.